Indian self-help is cooked. This presentation will be completely based on facts, and I'm making a presentation right now because I forgot to wake up today morning. We're going to start with the current state of self-help. Just one Google search, and this is the search that I did: top 10 Indian self-help creators. And here's the list if you want to look at it. Now, this is just one Google search, and there is one thing common between them: none of them are actually relatable, or none of them are completely focused on pure self help. It's either finance bros who make part time self improvement videos, so like not just Ankur Warikoo, but also like look at the other people. It's just filled with business coaches, sales trainers, corporate teams, and all this stuff. It's nowhere near to what self help actually is. Finance pro. Or it's like podcasters who have turned into part time self help creators. There's not just these two, a lot of other very popular self-help content creators also exist like this. They basically are regular podcasters. You can see some in here as well. Basically their main day job is podcasting. They make occasional self-help videos because they get clicks or uncle approved. Yeah, I mean your mom probably sends these big videos on the group chat. Their content is not bad. They get a lot of views. The content quality is really good. There's no complaints regarding that, but it is just not relatable to the people who actually need it. The people who actually need the motivation, people who are actually stuck in a rut, the people who are actually in requirement of the self improvement, they don't relate with this type of content or this type of content or this type of content because nobody gives very specific step by steps. Nobody talks just about self help. Nobody's day job is talking about self improvement. And even if it is, so for these two people, and maybe some people in this list as well, some people outside the list as well, so there's other channels like Chat Tag and all, they mainly talk about self help maybe, but it's not relatable at all, which is the main problem. Indian self improvement is all filled with fluff. Nobody wants to break down any complex topics into simple ways. Nobody is focusing on the education side of things. Everybody tries to make something randomly which gets a lot of clicks. That is it. None of them are bad creators. We gotta hold up before you start typing in the hate comments in the chat. None of them are bad creators. I myself consume some of their content from time to time. That is not the point that I'm trying to say here. It's just the problem that nobody is relatable because either it's like 35-year-old uncles giving stupid dating, like backdated dating advice on the channel. There are certain channels, some names just popped in your head. I'm talking about exactly those channels. Over 30 years old giving bad dating advice to 19-year-olds. Just doesn't work like that. Or the people whose content works, they don't talk fully about self help. Number two, audience. A lot of Indian YouTubers who claim that they are very intelligent, they actually say it publicly that the audience for good self improvement content is not there in India. Indian people just want to watch entertainment. Thing is, worldwide this trend is true. Most people want to consume entertainment. Mr. Beast will always have a higher subscriber number than any other educational content creators. But look at this channel, Hamza. You probably know about him because he's probably the greatest creator, the biggest creator on the self improvement space, over 2.2 million subscribers. And he has got a massive Indian following as well. Not just because of this, like he made a video about a crazy murder case in India, and these kind of things just keep happening every now and then. No other self-help creator outside India covered this case except Hamza. So it's very evident that Hamza has a big Indian following which wants him to create this content and cover this topic. But not just that. In some videos, I've heard him talk about him having a large Indian following, and even like if you take just numbers, he has never really revealed his top geographies, but worldwide, Indian audience forms a major part. If you just look at it proportionately, he is bound to have a big Indian following. The thing is, my point is, he is a core self improvement content creator. This is his day job, and he has got an and he has got a massive Indian following. That means a lot of Indian people actually want good quality self improvement focused content, but right now they are not able to find good content inside India, Indian content creators. That is why they are having to turn to content creators like Hamza. content creators like Ali Abdal, content creators like Jack Hopkins. There's so many other content creators that Indian people watch because there's no self improvement focused content creators in India. It's all filled with these kinds of people who are not relatable. They're either finance bros trying to sell you courses, they're either podcasters who act all high and mighty because they just interviewed some high and mighty guests, or uncle approved. Straight up, like you know what I'm talking about. This uncle approved is like my least favorite type of content because their content is good but not relatable, neither it is applicable. They will never give you very specific self improvement tips. Everything will be just focused on, yeah, motivation fluff. Look at yourself in the mirror and pound your chest, the kind of thing that David Goggins hates. They talk about these things, but I wouldn't need to watch David Goggins or Hamza for motivation if I had some Indian creator make good quality content, and my channel is partly dedicated to that. It just shows, this example of Hamza just shows that demand for Indian there is a big Indian demand for classic self-improvement content. Before ending this presentation, actually, I just want to tell you something. The reason why I run this channel is basically this. The reason why I want to make more content on this channel is this. Nobody in India makes relatable self improvement content. Everybody talks from a high and mighty place. Everybody talks fluff. Nobody gives you genuine, classic self improvement advice. Self help advice is not their day job, it's just something that they do part time. You know, the problems that I just discussed. And my channel is there partly to fix this situation in India because I am a student. I'm just 20. And whatever content that I share is based on my personal experience. Whatever content that I share is based on whatever I have learned by experimenting on myself. All of it is true. All of the things that I show you is probably relatable because I am very near your age group. Look, if I make a dating guide for a 19 or 20-year-old person, it will be much more relatable. It will be much more actually practical than a 35-year-old person telling you about, oh yeah, red pill, right? This is my channel. One second, let me just, how do we get out of this? Yeah, I'm very bad with tech, by the way. Let me just show you my YouTube studio so that I can show you the type of content that I make. Look at the type of content that I make. Your parents don't deserve your. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, there was some music in here. Your parents don't deserve your hate. Post it every single day for 30 days. Like, I make so much of this good quality content. Like, look at this fascism. Everybody talks about fascism, but nobody explains it in simple language. External brain protocol. I still think that this video, even though it has got low views, has a lot of value in it. Sleep less and grind more. Literally, nobody talks about this. No one talks about this because everybody will tell you that, oh yeah, 8 hours of sleep is good because that is safe advice. That is definitely better than sleeping 3. But you can optimize 3 hours of sleep in order to perform better because there are times in life when you need to do this. That is what I talk about in this video. So my content is purely based on trying to make this content as relatable as possible while at the same time not overcomplicating it, while at the same time keeping it all very useful. Whatever content that I make in here, including this video actually, is just a small contribution in me trying to do this. This presentation was brought to you by Alchemy, and I hope you didn't hate it because you're not supposed to love it.